Um, Welcome back. It's been I finally figured out kind of like an intro to these videos. But today's video, I want to start doing them maybe daily or at least every other day. But today is like, start that thing. Um, I feel like too many people get scared or get uh scared. Too many people are scared to pursue their dreams or even just pursue something that interests them. And I think that's really destroying people's esteem. It's destroying who they are, you know. Um, Ask your mom what she wanted to do. I mean, there's a high chance it's not what she's doing right now. Ask your dad, ask your parental figure, you know, are you doing what you dreamt of doing? And I feel like a lot of times the answer is no. And then after that, if the answer is no, ask them, did you try? And if the answer is then no to that question too, then, found the problem, ding, ding, ding. But it really, it amazes me how many people have these dreams but are too scared to pursue them. Um, Obviously, I speak from a very privileged place where I have the ability to pursue my interests. I have the time to pursue my interests. I can go out and actually try. A lot of people don't have time for that. A lot of people have other responsibilities. They have to do things, Real life is still a thing. And that's where kind of my first point comes in, where it's like, you have to be a little delusional to pursue your interests. Um, if you don't believe it's gonna work, it's not gonna work. And I think that is such an important thing. If you think it's not gonna happen, then it's not gonna happen. If you think that it will, there's a chance that it might not, but there's also a chance that it will. You know what I mean? It's like you have to avoid that self doubt, because the second you doubt yourself, why should I have a reason to believe in you? You know? Um, I put out my music, and if I'm not confident in the work I'm putting out, then why should someone even look at it and be like, yeah, this seems like something I would listen to? Same goes with art. Same goes with anything you do. A chef. If a chef is not confident about his dish, why the hell am I tasting it? Like, let's be so for real. And I think it's just that, with everything. Any job, any field, you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Why would you invest in something where the creator doesn't believe in it? It just doesn't make sense. So, doubt kills so many things, and that is something that you need to overcome. And it sounds a lot easier said than done, I still have hours of work where I'm just like, I don't know, you know? And that's just me being candid. And because of that, I don't think a lot of people will get to see that work in its current capacity because, I am doubtful that people will like it because I don't like it. And I think that is a big thing. And another thing that kind of falls into like this pursuing your dreams thing is like, I, oh no, it just got darker in the room. My laptop's running out of battery. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, very lo-fi setup. My phone is recording this. This is a mic my friend got me for my birthday. and the backlighting is just a laptop, and I'm in my closet as usual. Um, but yeah, we're gonna keep going till the screen dies. But where was I? Oh yeah, pursuing your dreams. Doubt kills. No brainer. But another thing is, you know, you have to put so much time into it. And if you aren't willing to put that time in it, I don't think you really want it. You have to want it more than anyone. And that is also another thing. Like a lot of what I'm saying, easy to say, hard to prove slash do. But once you do prove it, it's like you're set. You know, would you wake up at 6 a.m. for the thing you want to do? In my case, it's like, would you want to wake up to make music, take photos, make art, etc.? Just do things. And if that was the question, then yes, 100%. I have stayed up multiple nights in a row trying to make something. I have not eaten, I've skipped meals. Very unhealthy things. But when you're in that kind of headspace and zone, nothing else matters. It's like, do you feel that? And obviously, it's okay if you don't. That is then just another hobby, right? You have to be able to differentiate things. A hobby is great, but there is a passion and then there's a hobby. The car guys who just like riding around and fix their car every once in a while, that's a hobby. The guy who stayed up hours burning the midnight oil, making his car by buying parts off eBay and, getting the transmission, getting a turbo, getting, all of these small things, making sure that your seats are nice, making sure that you have the custom steering wheel that you want. That's a passion. That is a passion, you know. Obviously, I cook, but I'm not a chef. A chef is someone who has honed their craft and practiced hours on it. Baking is a hobby. Um, but that's why there's a difference between someone who's winning a Michelin star and someone who's selling cupcakes on Instagram. You know, time. That's time is the difference. And I think that people need to really it's really just those two things. Once you get it, it's like that is success. Because a lot of people equate success to consistency, or like the whole idea of practice makes perfect. Well, what is practice? Practice is believing in yourself and putting time towards something. What is success? Having a lot of time behind something, believing in yourself, and whatever your definition of success is, achieving that. You know, um, for a musician, that could, for example, be getting a Grammy. You know, to get a Grammy, highly unlikely that someone just picks up their phone, first time ever, records themselves humming, wins a Grammy. Very low. Most of these people that are winning Grammys have been making music for a long time. Even the people you are sick of seeing Grammys with, for example, the really big names where if you see them nominated, you're like, oh, they're going to win easily. There's no point in checking the other nominations. The reason those people are getting that is, well, there is some industry stuff behind it, but at the end of the day, they have put in time, they have put in effort, and most importantly, they believe in their product. Um, Great example, Tyler the Creator believed in his product so hard that you saw the vision. You know, Golf Wang, Odd Future, Igor, Flower Boy. You see the vision because he believes the vision. Because if you're not living the world, how can you expect other people to live that same world? You know, I am a college student making this in my closet. I know that's true. And I also know that I'm showing you my world how it is. I think to me, the world is beautiful. It's always bright. It's always just explosions of colors. And even when you're at your lowest low, it's still beautiful. There is beauty in everything, and that is my world. And if I don't believe there's beauty in everything, how are you going to believe that? If my art doesn't show you there's beauty in everything, how are you going to believe that? So, believe in yourself, spend some time, be successful, make art. All right. I got to think of an outro for these, but for now, it's just peace.